2019 was the year I made my intro. By 2020 I was kicking hoes, those was getting depressed. By 2021, hoes did all that talking but couldn't get it done. By 2022 I holler, fuck all these hoes. Had these bitches running like a drippy coke of nose. Now it's 23 and I'm still undefeated. The way I run that game, poor please think that I cheated. 100% pure beat. Ain't no cutting me, 100% pure beat. What the fuck you mean? 100% pure beat. Yeah, I'm born and bred, 100% pure beat. You heard what I said.
Man, they coming over all this shit, this I'm 100% pure beat.
Bitches starting to act like a flock of vegan sheep. All this making and frontin', what happened to the beat? Mopies playing like kids hide and seek. Complaining that I go too hard, they call the boys on beat. Forensics had to tape it off, they called it emergency. Bagged up all the evidence, trying to build a case on me. Sent it off for testing, yeah, they got my DNA. But I ain't even tripping, cause the results gon' say I'm 100% pure beat. Qualified by pedigree, 100% pure beat. Certified by the streets, 100% pure beat. Yeah, I'm born and bred, 100% pure beat. You heard what I said.
Yeah, but it's really like more than a pink. 100% pure beat. Pure point blank. demetralitALLday. Romp around, pound for pound. Showing y'all how I boogie down.
Boom, and there I am. Happy Saturday, you guys. Happy Saturday evening. This evening, happy Saturday. I actually was in the middle of I was about to put a post and say, I need to stop telling y'all I'm coming on Saturdays, right? But then I think a college football game or a real football game, some type of football game, a second game came on, and I was like, yes. I was like, yes. Okay, I was excited that the second game came on so I can come up in here and chill for a minute with Lit Lane. What's up, Shabrock King? Hey, 280, Pill Crew member. What's up, ZX? What's up, Fedora? Good to see you. Hey, Jules Comfort Zone, Pick Crew member. Hey, Kurt Vixen. Hey, Phil Shady, 405. What's up, Winter? PLP, hold man down. Okay, what's up, Living? You saw me go jump into my judge robe, girl, when I was over there and they was talking about the trial we was covering. I was like, this is one of the moments I'm supposed to be networking in this type of genre, right? So I think, let me go close my door. Hold on real quick. Let me go close my door so I don't bother him and he don't bother me. Hopefully everybody. Ravens and the Steelers. Come with me. Come on. Daddy say, come with me. Come on. Come on. I'm coming, y'all. Let me get my baby. Come on. Come on. All right. So if your football team playing tonight, good luck to your team. I just heard that the Ravens versus the Steelers. Assalamualaikum, Liz. Thank you for helping me with my goal. Y'all, if we hit the goal tonight, I'm going to come on tomorrow with the official Lit Lane ring, Beef Sector Fight Night ring. And I'm going to give y'all the original home of Fight Night. I'm going to give y'all one of them throwback good shows with the fight featuring the fight from the beefing from today. Okay? So if you guys want to see that, you ain't afraid to show it and let me know it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tweety. Hey, Claudia. Y'all, I had to come on here because, you know, Super Baby, I almost missed you up them. We got to do first things first. Did I say, hey, Boo Janie? We got to do first things first. Thank you for the super sticker again, Liz. Thank you. Thank you. So when I say first things first, we got a lot of road to cover from the first round between KRN and Lady Nyca. Now, I know today the gloves came off. I know today we got way more than what we bargained for. Yes. Okay, but it looks like I'm going to be coming on tomorrow with the official, live with the ring up, and we're going to do it old school style where we're going to put them up in the ring. We're going to put Lady Nyca in the ring. We're going to put KRN in the ring, round for round, pound for pound, not them live, but the best parts of them dragging each other from today. And we're going to let Lil Lane be the vote of who got the TKO, who walking away with the belt. But that's going to be tomorrow. That's tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm 2 away from my goal, so I can come on tomorrow evening. But let's get into, hey, OG Woo Chow. We officially over at the Trial Watch with Demetra, right? Liz and Sean out. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, yeah, I want to tell you we are officially over at Trial Watch with Demetra. OG Woo Chow, in case you didn't know, because this week was lit. But anywho, y'all, yesterday, Friday, the kickoff, even though to let both of them tell it, I think I heard something with KRN mentioning September or something. Like, I think he said something like September 24th. I was like, wait a minute. He know the day. And then I heard Lady Nyca say something like she been waiting at the door since August 2020. I'm like, what the hell? Why y'all been waiting for each other at the goddamn door? Right? But it's been brewing. Now, yesterday was the start of it. The cup brewers over. The steam having to be released. The temperature checks. Right? And it was very interesting because Ian had said on his live, he was doing his regular drag and talking about everything and talking about the crew and talking about the receipts and the Discords and all of that, right? And one thing I can say about the Discord stuff is, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Okay? And the reason I say that towards everybody's Discord. Everybody's. As far as demetralitALLday is concerned, if it didn't happen on YouTube, I don't give a fuck. This is the beef sector. This is the beef sector. Oh, thank you, Boo Jenny. Okay, boom, we finished the goal. I will definitely be on here tomorrow, probably at the same time, 7 o'clock, and we're going to have a round for round, pound for pound, Lit Lane fight night with the ring up, and we're going to let Lit Lane determine who was the best in beef for this weekend, okay? Thank y'all very much. Now, yeah, on a live somewhere in the beef sector, I don't give a fuck. I'm not finna spend my time. Hey, Melissa, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? To me, like, I think like one of my Lit Lane pick rules said on the pick rule wall, when I said what y'all think about this Discord stuff, the pick rule, nobody gave a fuck. Nobody gave a fuck. Now, it's interesting, it's messy, it got us to where we at, but if it's not gonna come on the beef sector, and let me say this, if it's not done on these streets here, I'm not gonna give it my time. Okay? Now everybody else can do what they want to do, and it seemed to me like the Discords ain't nothing but messy ass subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Putting batteries in content creators' backs. And I'm saying that across the whole board. Across the board. I ain't got no favorites. I don't like nobody. Okay? It seemed to me like that's a place where people go and think they got, they just do all that gossiping and stuff and all that type of shit and just kick up shit, but don't want to be on YouTube, don't want to hit no link, don't want to spark up no live, don't want to start no channel, but yet want to push the content around here. They ain't pushing mine. Okay? Y'all know I walk straight up away from the beef sector and be on something else. Now, from the YouTube streets with KRN made mention, shout out to KRN, made mention of Lady Nyca, money, and disgruntlement. Okay? KRN made mention that, like, word around the curb is, gossip has it, I didn't heard, the streets are talking, like, Nyca, I didn't heard, it's been said around the place, but you ain't heard it from me, that you didn't even pay everybody their money from the Christmas challenge. Okay? Now, at the time when KRN said this, I heard him, and I heard him say, it seemed like at first, before he said that, because he was on a roll. The adrenaline was good. He had some good numbers. He got the crew sitting wherever they be sitting, where he be reading. And he was like, I ain't going to say this. Should I say this? And then he just said that part, right? But he had made mention of feeling as though Nyca had already light came for him. Hey, Lou, hey, what's up, my flower pickle member? Hey, Lou. So this is an issue in a matter of for real. People not seeing it for each other. People already not liking each other too much. And at this point in time, everybody playing this political ass game, right? This political ass game with all this shading going on, all this distrust, all this not liking, not feeling each other no more. But nobody want to be the first one to say nothing. Nobody want to be the first one to say, oh, you started with them. Hey, Connie, you started with me. No, you started with me. It seemed that way to me. And it seemed to me, you want me to pick you up? Y'all hear the baby? Y'all hear my baby puppy? Come on. Why you acting spoiled? So anywho, it seemed to me like when KRN, you know what I'm saying? It was like kind of like, even by throwing that out there, it was like, okay, he's tired of playing. Ain't no more Mr. Nice Guy. Let's get it motherfucking on. Right? But he says it and put it out there where it's enough to be messy, but it wasn't no dragging, but like, oh yeah, you might need to check your people type shit. Now, I went back and watched Lady Nyca whole entire live yesterday, right? And the first, 2.5 hours of Lady Nyca live, y'all, please hit the like. She literally was on some other type of shit. What's up, Lady T? She was peaceful. Lady Nyca was peaceful, talking, doing what she do, just sitting there kicking with her people. And I made the mistake of first saying, as I'm sitting there waiting for something to pop off and enjoying the show, quite honestly, on the replay, then Brianna hit the link. And I put on my notes, I say, it wasn't even messy until Brianna got up there. That's me being messy in my notes. And I was wrong as fuck. Because when Brianna got up there, she wasn't being messy about KRN. They were just steady talking and talking about the Dover thing and the dude thing and the boyfriend thing and all that shit. Right? Ain't about the for real. All of that was going on. I think it was actually like a subscriber, somebody who came in talking that, saying what KRN said. Did Brianna seem angry today? I didn't see Brianna nowhere except for the place I personally saw Brianna, because I was moving around and everything. I saw Brianna when she went live on her backup channel and she did some type of exposed party for Meanwhile, which I didn't understand because I thought it was supposed to be like, I don't know. They were just playing music or something. Boo Jandy say maybe KRN was her trigger. KRN been triggering all them, and all them or some of them seem to trigger them. It's just been waiting. It's been brewing. It's been festering. It's been just like, it's just been ready. And there's no way in the world that, in my opinion, that KRN said that about the money, about not giving enough money, and even putting that out here, which was his right. But there's no way in the world you can convince me that he didn't put that out there as the way to go ahead and get what we at today. Everybody know the reputation, the stigma with Nyca and Money. Everybody know that. Everybody know how she gonna react, how she gonna respond, how she gonna feel. So to put that out there, even though he didn't drag her yesterday, it was absolutely like throwing down the gauntlet, like drawing the line in the sand, like putting a stick on his shoulder and say, "Bitch, I bet you won't not get the fuck off." Hey, Sheila, right? That's how I took it. Let me open my notes here. So Brianna hit the link, and then she was not the one who brought that up. Somebody else brought it up. They started talking about it. Now, when they started talking about it, quite honestly, Nyca seemed to just she just addressed the fact of that she did pay the monies. It wasn't no misappropriation. She handled her stuff the correct way. This is her third year. That's how she wasn't approaching it. And but Brianna was up there when they said that. And Brianna, I feel, took that as an open door to walk through to really bring out the shit, about the other moderators and about people picking sides and all of that. Because she really took the aggressive stance way more than Lady Nyca yesterday. Okay, Brianna, as Lady Nyca was saying about, trying to clear the air about her part and about the money in that part, because that's the part that was important to her, right? Brianna, it's no denying the fact that Brianna was pushing the fact of, and fuck them hoes. You see who not over here, Lady Nyca? Yeah, and they got people over there and they ain't come over here. They know you live. They not saying nothing. Yeah, I don't know why you holding off to do something about that. Fuck him, all that type of stuff. So Brianna was referring to Lady Nyca moderators that was over there and apparently been over there, been very visible in KRN chat and not so visible and present in Lady Nyca's. So I wrote down my question number one: which Lady Nyca mods also mod for KRN? Right? Because I want to know, and I'm wondering, especially with Brianna, if you got all this animosity, which you can have it, and you feel a certain type of way, and you know specifically who you talking about, fuck all that. Tell me who y'all talking about, because I don't motherfucking know. I don't know who the fuck y'all talking about. Who is these people that he supposed to have stole? Who is these people that moderate for both? Who is these people that y'all talking about? Because guess what? I don't pay that close goddamn attention to that type of shit. I don't give a fuck. I mean, in general. In general. What's up, Uppity? But at this moment in time, with everything that's going to go on and everything that was popping up yesterday, goddamn it, I am now interested. I am now invested. And now I need some motherfucking names. Who the fuck y'all talking about? And I had to wait a while because that was question number one. And it was way down my notes. I finally got the names. So come to find out, I'm not going to make y'all wait. The names is Voodoo. Now, I don't know if that was the goddamn boy Voodoo or if that was the goddamn girl Voodoo. I don't know. Y'all can tell me. Okay? So apparently the moderators that moderated for both KRN and Lady Nyca as of yesterday was Voodoo, Just Sarah, Yaya, and It's Me, Jay. Thank you for joining membership, Connie. So now, Lynn Lane, y'all, we don't have to sit here and wonder who the hell they talking about. is Voodoo, Just Sarah, Yaya, and it's me, Jake. Okay? So, boom. Now we know the names. So everything else that I'm gonna go back up on my notes. What's up, Crabs? I just saw you over there. Good to see you. So it might be that Voodoo, the girl Voodoo, right? So at this point in time, that's who Brianna is pretty much referring to, because she was saying, like, trying to open Nyca's eyes up to the fact of, well, damn, he not saying this shit about what money you didn't pay here and there, or what didn't pay, or who didn't get what. He not just pulling this shit out of his ass. Which one of your people over there feeling comfortable enough to talk shit or talk your business to him? All that shit made sense. Every bit of it made sense. Every motherfucking bit of that made sense. Okay? Now, a part about all that money situation with the my gifts, people gonna believe what they want to believe and ride with what they want to ride with. Right? Lady Nyca, she been doing challenges and shit. It ain't been no goddamn problems and stuff like that. Goddamn it, she been giving people, her moderators, the extra money and Christmas gifts and stuff like that. So for that to be a conversation, I agree with Brianna yet again. I know about no problem. Thank you again. I agree with Brianna. I don't agree with Brianna a lot of the time, but when I do, I do. When I do, I do. I want to know who sitting over with the crew are on that side of things, because guess what? It's been a war between the two sides. Who over there talking shit about Lady Nyca, talking about the money, to the fact that King Roman News, even though it hadn't been no actual real shots, no direct goddamn assault, at this point in time, he's saying, fuck it, let me come out here with this and put this out here and see what happened. Somebody doing some talking some motherfucking well, period. Period. Somebody doing some talking some motherfucking well. Hey, TT Speaks. And the somebody or somebodies who's doing some talking over the other side, which would be KR inside, is definitely supposed to be and smiling up in Lady Nyca's face. That's just the motherfucking facts. And people who don't like that, is probably because it's you doing it. So then it really turns into more of, now I heard somebody mention something about Sarah, Sarah did a live about it. I heard Lady Nyca mention that today, but the way that, I was in KRN live yesterday when he actually threw that out there about the money, just like he threw out that hint to Jay Wilson about a cruise or something like that, but KRN doing what the fuck he supposed to be doing. He coming out here, he didn't set up his own goddamn camp, he being motherfucking messy, he having organic goddamn beefs. So it is what it is. KRN not doing shit differently than what the hell he supposed to be doing, and what nothing different than what other motherfuckers done. So let's squash that. I hear Pizarro, and I put it in my notes. I hear Pizarro saying a lot of times, I mainly hear her, and I hear Brianna mainly saying, Nyca just really started saying it today and last night, about how KRN only eat off of them, and how KRN only comes after them being her, Pizarro, and Brianna. Okay, that may be true, but at the same time, I don't think it can be considered like a stalking type of situation, or like he obsessed with just those three. Nyca, Pizarro, Brianna have the three of the main and biggest platforms in the sector. So because of that, y'all names, just like other people with big platforms, y'all names and the beef and the drama is going to include y'all a lot of the goddamn time. And because of the shenanigans from 23 to 24, whereas 3 or 4 or 5, a whole systematic group of people tried to absolutely put the whole sector into a chokehold. We forgot about that? Of course, the attack gonna be on y'all more so. Y'all was controlling the airwaves for over a year and a half. It's nobody's fault if you bite off more than you can chew. It's nobody's fault if you get more than what you bargained for. So I kind of call bullshit on the fact of, on this one I see it for KRN. I don't think it's a matter of KRN is just obsessed, overly obsessed with those 3 women, and that's all he got to talk about. That's all the only people he fight with. That's the only people he trying to destroy. I don't think that's true. I've seen him fight with goddamn Jay Wilson. I've seen him fight with goddamn Dovey. I didn't see him fight and talk shit to goddamn BS. I didn't see him fight and talk shit to goddamn a lot of goddamn people. A lot of people. So I don't feel like that's a proper narrative. Now, do I feel like the shit between him and Brianna is hyper focused and laser intent? Yes. Yes. But they shit been going like that, and she didn't gave as good as she got too. So I don't get it. Like, nobody's the victim. That whole victimhood and shit should just be thrown out the motherfucking window, right? The issue was with Brie, but guess what? That gets me to my next point, right? So back to the live yesterday, okay? So now it's not so much even to talk so much about KRN at all anymore. Oh, thank you, BDZ1953 for the $30 super chat. Thanks for all the giggles during 2024, my Demi. Thank you. We're going to have plenty in 2025 too, I promise you. I promise you. At this point in time, the emphasis and the focus truly between KRN and Nyca yesterday was brushed to the wayside, right? Because it wasn't really a battle between them two yesterday. It was just enough to spark, to fan the flames, right? About that money thing. That's enough to get it stirred up. Brianna was up there, and Brianna absolutely took that and was like, hell yeah, let's get to the bottom of it. And to me, Brianna was like, this is a good goddamn opportunity to finally have Nyca break away from these fake ass hoes. Okay? Because Brianna's been saying this shit about, and been dropping little hints here and there on Nyca shit about people being over there in KRN chat and not showing up over there. I didn't know who the fuck she was talking about. But this is a perfect example of what Demetra has always said. This is the beef sector. In the beef sector, originally, when it was really beef sector, bitch, before even COVID, bitch, at the beginning, people was picking goddamn sides. We was Bloods and Crips around this motherfucker. Period. Bloods, Crips, Colts, all that shit that is literally how this shit was built and on them grounds. All these people don't want to pick no side, all this neutral shit, all this yada, 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 all this goddamn, the same people mad for declared enemies. It's unheard of. Hey, let the G, hey, Renee. What's up, the beef sector? I remember when I first came on the streets and I didn't know nothing about all the dynamics and shit, and I was going every motherfucking way and having fun and all that type of shit. I remember VS say, block Demetra. I followed Blockhead over there. Block her. I don't know her, but she just be everywhere. Cause I was just everywhere. I didn't get it, right? And it kind of me, but it actually was like that. And it was so much fucking better when it was like that, right? I know we complained about it. I made videos about I'm too old to be in the gang. I did all that politically correct shit back in 2019, all that type of shit. I thought RMD, but the reality was it was so much fucking better because everybody understood what the fuck it was, and the beef was real. It wasn't watered down. We did not mix. And that mixing shit got us where we at today and yesterday. Today and yesterday. Brianna absolutely had a point when she said about that it should say something and stand out to you. She's talking to Lady Nyca. When your moderators, you don't see them when you go live, but you see them over there at King Roman News every time he go live. That does say a lot. Not just with those people, but with any fucking body. When you actually become a part of a person's camp, when you actually go ahead and take a mod stick, yes, that means you are supporting that goddamn person. It don't mean y'all just all ride and die. You got to go with everything, but it means winter living. They saying, yeah, I fuck with Demetri. I fuck with Demetri. I fuck with her enough to be highlighted in the chat. I fuck with her enough, and she fuck with me enough where I can block people. I can say who can be in this chat or not. It does mean that shit. No, it's not no paid job. No, it's not the most important type of shit. No, you ain't got to give up no sweat and blood and tears. But if you think it don't mean something, you're retarded, because guess what? It's been many a beefs created behind a motherfucking wrench. Okay? It definitely means something. It definitely symbolizes something. Right? So, yeah, all that, you don't have to pick sides, all that just be neutral, all that just don't be seen, amen in the amen section. Man, it don't matter if you do all the right motherfucking shit. It's me, Jay. Shout out to her. But let her tell it, she did all the right shit. She didn't tell each side, KRN, and she didn't tell Lady Nyca to try to stop fighting with each other. She tried to stay in the clouds, seem like, and stay out of their fights and shit and all that type of shit. She stood down. But guess what? It seemed like she did all the right shit, but guess what? It ain't no do all the right shit when they got an all-in-out motherfucking battle. A down and dirty, nasty beef. A down and dirty, nasty war. A down and dirty, nasty just whole situation between these two fucking camps. It's no way to remain motherfucking neutral. Because number one, and I don't understand why, it's me, Jay. I ain't got no problem with her. You know what I'm saying? But Jay, I ain't got no problem with her, but she ain't know. She used to come through Liz Lane, but she only fuck with me depending on who else fucking with me at the motherfucking time. But I ain't got no problem with that. But I heard the scuttlebug about Tamika, and I ain't sure, I don't think I said it out loud, right, youngest? I heard a lot of scuttlebug about as though it's me, Jay, was getting abused and talked to bad and mishandled and interrogated when she hit Lady Nyca live yesterday. I watched everything. I watched piece by piece by piece, and I don't feel like she was getting none of that shit. Because number one, we grown in a motherfucker. She had said that she had sat up in the cloud. She heard everything that was going on. She hit the motherfucking link. She engaged in the motherfucking conversation. She came to have the conversation. So where in that whole goddamn scenario is hey, it's me, Jay? Where is she a fucking victim? Where? She didn't say she was a victim. So they going round and round and round. Pazar hit the link. And I'm at this point in time, I'm mad because I got to actually go in the chat now and go read the chat when I was just wanting to chill, play my game, listen, take my notes and shit. I ain't watching, but at this point, I got to go look in the chat. And it was so fucking funny to me. Hey, BJ. It was so goddamn funny to me how for 2.5 hours, which I know for a fact that it was 2 hours, 28 minutes on Lady Nyca's live yesterday, where she was in there just talking her talk, doing her show, boom, 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 no drama, and she only had a very small sprinkling of motherfucking moderators. Oh, I get what you're saying. Hey, it's me, Jay. I wrote some stuff down that you said too. Let me get to it. Right? But she only had, if I'm lying, go back and watch the replay. She only had a sprinkling of moderators up in there when she was just giving her regular Lady Nyca content, when it wasn't all that bullshit, when it wasn't all that drama. But yet, when KRN was over there live, Lady Nyca said it herself yesterday. She said, yeah, I see who not here, and yeah, they not over there in the chat, but I know where they at. She was literally saying they not over here because they over there. It's a motherfucking problem. It's a problem. And all this tiptoeing around shit, all this, everybody trying to be so goddamn political. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to just, I don't know, don't rock the boat type of shit. But how the fuck you fighting with 2 out of 3? If you fight with 3 of them, 2 out of these 3, they're a conglomerate. Lady Nyca, Pizarro, and goddamn Brianna made themselves and forged a motherfucking conglomerate around this motherfucker. It is well known. Try as people might, even me talking shit to try to break that shit up. It hasn't happened in almost 3 fucking years. So any attempt to just fight with 2, not the 3, that's bullshit. How can you possibly do that? It don't even seem right. It's damn near impossible. Even if everybody involved tried to be fair, mindful, conscientious. Oh Lord, I can tell I couldn't get that out. Yeah, you're grown and you go where you please. That's everybody, right? Everybody grown. Everybody definitely can go everywhere they please. Cause I go everywhere I please. But guess what? When you drop down, when you be invisible, that's each and every hour Kansas City right too. But guess what? Then you stand a chance to get caught up in the motherfucking middle. You taking the opportunity. You're taking the chance where you might get caught up, cussed out, kicked out, dragged out. And to be real honest, it don't matter about the regular old, not regular old like I'm deep, not like I'm trying to dismiss anybody, because I love the regular old subbies. Lane is filled with regular old subbies. Okay. You know why Little Lane filled with regular old subbies? Because Demetri don't do all that frolicking with everybody. Even Little Lane. But we're not talking about the regular old subbies who just come in, don't be in the mess, just come in and like the video. They may say hey to everybody. We ain't talking about them. We talking about them subscribers that do that stand out in the crowd. The subscribers that's Instagramming people in the Discords. The subscribers that's there all the time. The subscribers that say, you in the wrong motherfucking chat. Cause you talking about why y'all on the mid. Baby, you in the wrong chat. No, we on this lane. Y'all trolls don't get no motherfucking shine. Girl, boo. Banned. Nah, be happy I read your goddamn comment out loud. That's about it. This commentary is obviously not meant for you. If you that goddamn don't know what's going on, this ain't meant for you. Now, before I was so rudely motherfucking interrupted, we're not talking about them type of subscribers, right? They're not talking about those types of subscribers. If you be in people chat and you are a super subscriber, right? You on long-term relationships, conversations, behind the scenes. It don't have to be deep, but you in the inboxes. You make sure you always, oh, Lord, don't be a super subscriber that's sending money and shit. You think it ain't gonna be noticed when you supposed to be a super subscriber to, let's say, to Demetri. You been acting like and being a super subscriber. I'm looking at you like a super subscriber over here on Lit Lane. And now all of a sudden, you over there being a super subscriber for goddamn Munch Mouth, and you used to be goddamn a super subscriber for both of us before me and that bitch started beefing, but now we beefing. She talking about my kids, I'm talking about her kids, I'm doing this, she doing that. And now all of a sudden, my super subscriber, now you don't tell me nothing, and yeah, you say you trying to be neutral, but all of a sudden, I don't see your motherfucking ass in Lit Lane chat no more. But when I go look over there at my enemy, and I peruse her goddamn shit, there go my super subscriber. Yeah, she been over there, but she was both at both places. I ain't seen her over here in a couple of weeks, but I keep seeing her over there in Bushmouth shit. Every time I look over there in Bushmouth shit, there go the person who was all right to die to make you. It don't matter if that motherfucking person not saying something about me. It don't matter if every once in a while they tiptoe around here just to show their face, just to kind of say, Demetri, you know, I still cover you too. But you really up over there. Oh, hell no. You think that shit don't, man, please. When you want to be noticed and goddamn stand out, then you got to take the goddamn shit that it motherfucking getting what come with it. Hey, everybody, I'm catching down with everybody. It's going to be noticed. And we are human beings. People are fucking human beings on every side of the spectrum, because everybody, your favorite content creators, at some point in time in this beef sector, then talked about this same type of shit. Every one of your faves then had a moment about some super subscriber that then changed their motherfucking mind. And everybody, it's okay if you change your mind. It's okay if you change sides. It's okay if you start liking somebody better than somebody else. You can still like the other goddamn person. All that shit, it's okay. But this is not everywhere else. This is not the playground. This is not the school hallways. This is not the family. This is not the church. This is the motherfucking beef sector, bitch. And in the beef sector, where we beefing, we fighting, we got histories. We all trying to make our little change and shit. In this arena, which is the only fucking arena we're in, that shit motherfucking matters. It matters. It matters. And so you can say all day you're not picking a motherfucking side, but your actions scream you pick a side. It screams it. Now, one thing that Lady Nyca said yesterday, and this right there, this part right here, it's BJ. As far as because hey, it's me, Jay is in here, and a lot of attention went to her, so I got notes about this, so I'm going to talk about it. It's me, Jay. When she got up there on Lady Nyca's, and she wanted to talk about it, and because Lady Nyca had took her wrench. Lady Nyca said that she was sitting over in KRN shit once she found out about the money talk this yesterday, and she was sitting in the clouds while she was on live, and she was blocking and taking wrenches. As far as I can tell, hey, it's me, Jay is the only one who dropped down, the only one who hit the link yesterday. So kudos for that. That's commendable. She wanted to talk it out. And I get what Hayes me Jay talking about. Well, you know, where you're saying that you don't trust me because I don't do this, I don't do that, all this can be true. Cool. Nobody calling that to question. But it's not a matter about trust. It's about the fact that goddamn, if it really come down to it, and Lady Nyca said this, and so I'm saying it in my words. In my words. Right now, I'm finna say my words. Lady Nyca said 2 or 3 times, but she was trying to be nice. Lady Nyca said 2 or 3 times, but why the fuck you still fucking with a nigga who's sitting there talking about me like that, bitch? No, you might not take no sides. No, you may not be no motherfucking, maybe you might be non-biased. Yeah, you might not, do this and do that. But how can you still sit up under a motherfucker who sit there and talk about me like this every motherfucking day and say you still fuck with me? How you do that? How you do that? And that is a fair fucking question. That's a fair question. We talk about them super supporters. We talk about motherfuckers who you didn't talk on the phone with. We talk about people you was hollering about y'all been together for motherfucking years. Okay, y'all been around each other for years. Here come this new dude. You ain't known him no years and years and years. And yet you'll sit over there where he motherfucking dragging the dog shit on me. And I'm not talking about when he dragging me. I'm talking about why the fuck you still fucking with that nigga pure point blank if you supposed to be so motherfucking cool with me. It's not her job. It's not her job. Wait a minute. The thing is, it's her job. Oh, she didn't laugh. No, absolutely. She did. Hey, I get it. Bougie Annie, I got all that. I understood. Well, I don't disbelieve Hey It's Me Jay when Hey It's Me Jay say that she did everything possible to remain neutral and that she liked everybody involved. And I do not disbelieve her at all. I believe all of that. But it's a situation of doing the best you can just wasn't good enough. Period. Period. Because there's not doing nothing right in that type of situation when stuff gets so fucking far gone and so blown up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying from a content creator side of things, I'm saying for even as a subscriber, right? But I'm a content creator, so I can't just talk as the side of no goddamn subscriber. Yes, I'm subscribed to people, but I am a content creator. But when I go watch other people's stuff, now for me, I don't really pay attention a whole lot to like who and people like who all be well. The only time I can say, well, okay, that person be over there with them is because they super fans, they super subscribers, they super moderators, and they stand out in the crowd. Right? But when you get real down and dirty, we want to say all that good shit about, because nobody, I don't want to make the subscribers pick a side or pick me. Shit, most of the time I might not even get motherfucking picked. I quite often fight with people that's people faves. I quite often fight with people where shit, even if they're not your fave, I might be your fave, but you like being where everybody actually like to sit with the cool kids. But we're not talking about from the side in the perspective and viewpoint of a subscriber right now. I'm not. I'm talking about and giving what I seen and telling y'all my perspective and my outlook on the whole situation. I understood what Hey It's Me Jay said. I understood that Hey It's Me Jay said that she had been in the cloud for both of them. In the cloud, in Nyca's on another device. As a matter of fact, Hey It's Me Jay said, I would just say Jay. Jay say she was on the MacBook watching Nyca. She was on her phone watching KRN. Oh, I was listening. She said she only dropped down in KRN's to drop a link because the other models hadn't dropped it. Say hello to one goddamn person and one other goddamn thing. Probably in that situation, you know what I'm saying? Okay, see, people ain't gonna like this. She can drop down and do just the regular moderated stuff. Everything cool. Everything fine. She go back in the clouds, don't drop down when it get heated, when it start being a battle between the two of them. But her presence had already been seen. She had already been, her attendance had already been counted. I was looking in goddamn Lady Nyca shit. She didn't drop down a whole long goddamn time. And not just her as me, Jay. A lot of the moderators that was sitting around in the clouds, in the bushes, hiding and shit like that, when it started really going down, and more importantly than that, when goddamn Lady Nyca was over there doing her live for 2 hours and 28 minutes, and KRN was doing his live, guess what? A lot of it was very. If you think Lady Nyca ain't gonna notice that a bunch of her motherfucking moderators ain't coming, ain't being seen, ain't twerking in the goddamn chat, they want to be where they think is more popular. Yeah, she see that shit. Who don't see that shit? And that's where it's the optics. It's the optics. You're choosing to be seen where you think it counted, where you want to be seen at. And unfortunately, guess what? It wasn't in Lady Nyca shit. No, I'm not talking about just Has Me J, but Has Me J became the source of the commentary and everything, and she was fighting for herself. And I think that really, truthfully, I think Has Me J handled it very, very grown. She didn't run. She didn't cuss. She was respectful. It sounded like her feelings was hurt. She kept it cute, even though Brianna was pretty much trying to come out like really, really passionate about it and still fighting with her, beefing with her about some shit. Their relationship had already been broken off. And guess what? I was curious to see and know, and I kept looking in the chat why these other goddamn moderators didn't drop down. I may be wrong, but when I was looking at the chat at that point in time, I never saw Voodoo. Let me see this list. I never saw just Sarah drop down last night. I'm talking about on a Friday night, and I didn't see Yaya drop down. With all this conversation about the moderators, they know they being discussed, right? So it's weird. And we can't make it seem like we just talking about on YouTube shit. We talking about off of YouTube shit too. We talking about a whole goddamn I like KRN. I don't even know who the fucking crew. I do not know. I don't care. But we absolutely also cannot keep out the equation. We talking about a whole crew that making themselves very prevalent, that's very proud of what they do. They're very tight. They talk about it. They flash it. They're making content. They doing a lot of shit off of motherfucking YouTube. So we're not just talking about when they showing their wrenches, when they not showing their wrenches. We talking about motherfuckers going behind some other goddamn place where you can't even see what they doing, and all this negativity coming out from out there, and yet you hanging in these places, even off of goddamn YouTube. How supposed to know? How supposed to know that you ain't with the fuck shit? I'm not gonna sit here and do all. I'm talking about how I perceived it, and that's why on yesterday, I guess you can tell. As far as yesterday, I side with goddamn Brianna. I'm not gonna even say Lady Nyca, because Lady Nyca never did really wasn't putting her foot down. Lady Nyca yesterday wasn't just real outspoken. It seemed like it took Lady Nyca a long time to just get to the point where she said I didn't had enough. But Brianna was very outspoken about it. And when Brianna, when she said the things she was saying, I absolutely see where she was coming from. I didn't see where it was no mean girl shit. I didn't see where it was something just so unbelievable. I didn't get it. Yeah, Bree wanted to get rid of Jay and them other three too, because she was saying Bree was speaking in multiples, plural. Okay. It's safe for me to imagine that Bree been talking to goddamn Lady Nyca behind the scenes saying, get rid of all them hoes. Okay. They were sitting there, Brianna and Nyca was sitting there texting each other doing the live yesterday. But the reality, y'all can't. I'm saving the fight today for the show tomorrow for the fight night for the beef. Right now, I'm talking about the politics of it all, right? The moderators shit, the people not picking a side, which people don't have to pick a side, but this is what happens. Shit blow up, right? Shit blow up. If you think I don't sit here and say if y'all talk about the crew, y'all doing all this stuff, you know, King Coyote's coming out and doing blasting all this shit, this messy shit, this messy shit all on the walls about everybody, Discords, all this talking shit like that. Man, how neutral can you motherfucking be for real, for real, for real? How neutral can you truly be and you really, really, really partaking in all that goddamn shit? It don't matter about to what extent you partaking in that shit, but you all up in it. Man. Now y'all know, y'all can't expect me to feel and look at this no other way than how I look at it. Because I'm team fuck all these hoes. I'm team I don't do all that behind the scenes shit. I'm team, look here, if you need me to hug you every day to just let you know that I appreciate you being over here, this might not be the right place. I'm team, let's keep this shit on YouTube. So, of course, my outlook is this way, right? I'm keeping true to myself. I feel so when she say that type of stuff, when they say and they put this type of shit in front of me, I get it. Living cannot tell me that she's sitting over there in mushmouth motherfucking Instagram private chat and goddamn mushmouth motherfucking Discord. Somebody else in the Discord goddamn putting up pictures of me, my dog, and everything else, and Living just saying, "Oh, I just be hanging over there, but I don't be doing none of all that. But I just be chilling and shit." Well, Living, you can keep on chilling and shit, girl, but girl, boo, let me take my blue goddamn wrench from your motherfucking ass. I see you when I see you, but Demetri don't need you. Because you know why? It make me look dumb. It make me look weak. What you think the motherfuckers in the Discord, that's because y'all know Mushmouth my op. In the example that I gave, the practical goddamn working example I gave, if Living sitting over there canoozing, fraternizing, high-fiving, watching movies with mushmouth and people and other people, but not Living not talking about me, Living not dragging me, Living not doxing me, Living not posting none of my pictures. She not doing all that, but she doing everything else. Don't you think the other motherfuckers say, look at her, she don't even like that bitch. She don't even like that bitch. Shit, her own people over there. Look at her, that bitch just don't even know. See, we got her people over sitting over here laughing at her motherfucking ass. It puts you in a position of being a weak asshole. It puts you in a position to look like you a flunky. It puts you in a position looking like you lame than a motherfucker because you got people sitting right in front of your face, right behind your back, kikiing with the other motherfucking ops. That shit make you look stupid. And I don't want nobody making me look stupid. Make me feel stupid. I don't want to be the butt of nobody's jokes and my homegirl right sitting over there with. And again, I'm not just talking about you, hey, it's BJ. That's why I'm trying to give like other practical examples. You know what I'm saying? Because when you really take yourself out the equation and look at it from a distance, man. And then, okay, since you said that, hey, it's me, Jay, you said everyone was cool when I got my wrenches. Right, that's why they gave you one. I think that's what everybody missing. No, we get that. Obviously, if you got a wrench from all these people, obviously, y'all was cool at one point in time. And over here on Lit Lane, I acknowledge the fact that at any given time in the last year or so, almost 2 years, all of them then pushed King Roman up. All of them supported King Roman. All of them then rolled off of King Roman dick. All of them then used King Roman at some point in time when he had more of the goods going on than they did. That's a motherfucking fact. A fact. A fact. Nowhere in this scenario, as far as I have seen over the last 2 years, was it a case of King Roman News ran behind them, clout chased them, rolled their dicks, tried to put himself in all their mixes. King Robin never did that shit. They love bombed him. They love bombed him. They ran up under him. They used him for whatever they tried to do at the different point in time, and now, boom. It was successful, but not in the way they hoped for. So I get the fact that at a certain point in time, everybody was cool. You know, I don't moderate for people really at all, really. You know what I'm saying? But so I can't really speak from no queen of the rich position, right? But what's so important about the rich is so goddamn much, where you can't just say, okay, I'm gonna retire my rich for a little hot moment, or I'm just not gonna drop down no motherfucking well. Let me just not drop down nowhere. Let me tell this one, hey, I'm a moderate from the clouds from now on, because it's just, I don't want no misunderstanding. Hey, and both across the board. Right. And that's the whole biggest dynamic that people leaving out. The biggest dynamic is really, truthfully, all the behind the scenes shit. All the behind the scenes shit is really the biggest difference. And then when you're behind the scene, that means, you ever heard that saying, I can only trust you as far as I can see you? Anybody ever heard that saying? I trust you as far as I can see you. That might be that's a whole different level and dynamic. Okay? Yes, y'all got wrenches and being everybody chat everywhere, everybody know what's up. But now you add this whole other behind the scenes, off YouTube, messy part of it. Guess what? I can only trust you as far as I can see you. Now you going in all these corners, these shady, these dark places. I can't see you. So, as far as I can throw you. Well, for this illustration, the saying is, I can only trust you as far as I can see you. Hey, Betty Boop, man, new management, okay? Work with me, folks, okay? I can only trust you as far as I can see you. I can see you when you moderating over here. I can see you when you moderating over there. I can see how you moving in other chats. But guess where I can't see you at? I can't see you in all these other goddamn places, and therefore it's giving me doubt. Therefore it's causing me anxiety. Therefore it's causing me mistrust. Therefore it's allowed other people to get in my head. Therefore I'm starting to get paranoid. But it could have happened in a better way. It would have been better had Lady Nyca, and all things being said, it would have been 1,000% better had Lady Nyca came to these conclusions publicly without the help of Brianna. Thank you, CH, for the super chat. I appreciate that. This is an unbiased commentary to the core. You are breaking it down like a fraction. I can only break it down the way I see it. The way I see it, you know what I'm saying? And I truly try to see it from all the different sides. Like when it hands me, Jay, the whole money thing about the money with the mods and the money from the contest, all that shit was a lot. It was a lot. So I sat there and I listened to all that shit. I took a couple of notes, but I was just like, this is what I said about the money. I wrote this. The mod gifts was extra. Bloop. Okay. That whole shit about the money, all that shit about the mods with money, complaining and shit, that shit was motherfucking extra. So boom, I'm past that part, right? I said about the fact that KRN, I said, to be fair, KRN giving content on all them, Brianna, Nyca, Pizzol, ain't necessarily stalking. Because it's like 3 or 4 of the biggest platforms. Duh. So I tried to be fair. I wrote, I agree with Bree about the visibility of folks in the middle of the war. I said I can see where Jay was talking about not being there at the sweater contest, not knowing about the money situation, and they trying to hold her to the goddamn fire about some shit that she wasn't even fucking there for. I got all that. I get it. But it's been time for y'all to cut goddamn cut it loose. It's been time. As soon as goddamn, I mean, if we call a thing, the minute that Hayes, me, Jay, and whoever else, because it was the other ones, I'm assuming Face Yaya, because Face Yaya and Bree got into it. So it's safe to assume Face Yaya. Okay, because I don't want all the weight on God doggone Jay. Jay is the one that dropped down to be seen. Push up for that. That's real. And I can respect that shit. Because guess what? It was other people, other moderators who definitely being talked about, definitely being referred to, and I ain't seen them say a goddamn thing nowhere. Why they not saying nothing? I am very, Faith Yaya, if you're in the cloud, I would be very, I know they say you sick. They say, okay, I guess that's the reason why you're not coming out and saying nothing, I guess. And I get that. Hey, I'm not tripping. But as soon as you feel better, you Faith Yaya, I would like to hear where you stand in this. Where you stand. Now that all this been played out, now that real feelings coming out, now that they actually now that KRN and Lady Nyca is actually squared up and is down and dirty, they both have said shit that cannot be taken back. They will not be unheard. They both went real motherfucking gutter and low. Where do you stand, Faith Yaya? Where do you stand, Just Sarah? Because guess what? It's spoken on now. It ain't the elephant in the room no more. Lady Nyca then said that she see, where people loyalty lie, and they just not saying nothing. Lady Nyca then took some wrenches. We won't be able to see who the other wrenches that got taken for a minute, because they ain't dropping down no motherfucking way. One thing that was for certain, when KRN brought up that part about the money, right? The misappropriation of the money, right? And he said he heard that, right? It made a lot of sense to me. And y'all done heard me sit over here many times say, God damn, it's 100, 500 people in there. Nobody said, no, that's a lie, or no, that's not true. I get it when Lady Nyca say that shit hurt her motherfucking feelings to know it's all these people, not just the moderators, but subscribers that say they fuck with goddamn Lady Nyca, say they been around, they be hollering about the den and everything else. And yes, you can go where you want to motherfucking go. You can be where you want to be, support who you want to support. But if you truly support your content creators, then goddamn, why you don't sit up, why you don't say nothing to speak up when you active and talk in the chats? Why not just simply say, well, that's not true? I just read my book. What's so hard about typing? Well, that's not true. I was there. Oh, how about, I'll be over there and I didn't see that. But if you sitting there looking at the chat, reading the chat, you getting talked about, you getting dragged, you getting all this type of shit, and you see plenty of motherfuckers that be fucking with you. You see them every goddamn day. They want you to say their name every goddamn day. And when a motherfucker sitting there saying this shit about you, and you know you ain't see that shit, and nobody say nothing, man, you think people ain't gonna look crazy? Because you'll be fighting all day, every day? No. You be fighting all day, every day by simply saying, well, hey, that's not what I saw. No, that don't even fly, inverted that respectfully. You know what I'm saying? No. Because guess what? We're talking about the beef sector where subscribers sit there and say all day, they'll tell you some messy shit. They'll carry a bone. They'll put their input in. They'll join in with the goddamn dragons. They'll join in with the goddamn gossip. They'll join in with the goddamn motherfucking drama. But when it come down to saying something about, you know, when you hear something which you don't think is really true, all of a sudden now you don't want to be involved. Man, that's too convenient. That's too convenient. Let me go back to that comment right here. Demetri, do you feel that subscribers are less than? No. I have heard CC say stay in the subscriber place. I'll say that too. I unsubscribe immediately and go elsewhere. But I hope you don't go nowhere. You know, I hope you don't go nowhere. But I've been being me for a long, long time over here on Lit Lane, right? So therefore, when people come over here, people already know how I do over here. And another part of why I feel like I don't have that problem too much, so I don't have to say too much, say in the subscribers place and all that type of shit. I don't have to do all that because I don't involve the subscribers in all my motherfucking shit. I don't sit here and ask my subscribers to drop a 1 on everything because I got something I feel. I don't sit here and have my subscribers all up in my shit. I don't sit here and have my subscribers like they got to sit here and drag with me. See what I'm saying? So the subscribers and my subscribers ain't all up on my motherfucking link. My subscribers don't make my show roll as far as the content. So therefore, the subscribers on Lit Lane are subscribers on Lit Lane. Step 219. But it's kind of fucked up to say, you know, when some of these platforms where they got the subscribers so heavily a part of their show, you can't one moment use your subscribers as content, use your subscribers to keep the show rolling, use your subscribers to do everything, pay for everything, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden tell your subscribers to stay in their motherfucking place. Well, if you want me to stay in my place as a subscriber, then why don't you just go ahead and run your show? Why don't you not drop that link? Why don't you go ahead and drag who you want to drag and don't ask me to drop no motherfucking 1 or 2? Why don't you ask me about if you wrong or right? Just say what you want to say and because when you involve the subscribers that goddamn much, then guess what? It ain't no subscribers stay in their place. The subscribers stay where they been as a part of the goddamn show. People want to get paid now because they come on your channel. And say something. They don't even got their own channel. But you know why I want to be paid? Because they so much part of the motherfucking show. They are content creators by way of the content creators lazy and they rely on them so motherfucking much. So on that question about it, I think I answered your question, right? I think I answered your question, right? Because that's just how I feel. Now, because I don't do those different type of things, and I think because of how I just roll, me personally, you know, the way I do what I do is a two-edged sword. On one side, I remain in control of my shit. On one part, that's positive. On the other positive side is, can't nobody sit there and say if it wasn't for them, blah, blah, blah. I don't get none of that type of bullshit, right? On the other positive, just a lot of positives. But the negative side of it is because I operate like that, I don't have a whole lot of subscribers that feel like they super fans to me, or feel like they Demetri best friend, or feel like they don't feel like, I don't know, the whatever this thing is these days where people have to be so overly involved. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool, but I'm not that type of person. So it kind of, you know, it's a two-edged sword, but I choose to keep wielding it the way I do. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Right. Boo Janet say this is true. Demetri runs her own lives and don't rely on a panel. Child, I barely have a panel. We actually get to stay in our place. Right. Enjoy the show. Most of the time I am multitasking and listening. Don't keep asking me questions. Press 1. Right. And not only that, I think because I just do how I do, You can actually multitask and do stuff. You don't feel like, I don't think that Lit Lane feels like if they don't keep their eye on the chat the whole time, they might miss somebody talking shit to them. Lit Lane chat, don't, the Lit Lane and Pit Crew, they can actually put the phone down, listen, get the whole concept, get everything, get all the tea or whatever I got going on without having to look at everything. Sometimes in some chats, you have to look at the goddamn chat because if you don't, the entertainment and the content is in the motherfucking chat. I know that to be factual. Black, I know that to be factual. In some chats I go to, I'm like, God damn, I gotta sit here because I might miss the real tea, the real juice, the real drama, the real mess in the chat. Which that's cool. Different shows for different folks. What's up, TikTok? But at that moment in time, shit, where people were really coming from. You know, and it's a few chats like that. You know, that run just like mine. Mine is nothing unique. The way I run my chat is how people used to run YouTube and do. It just then went all kind of other weird ways. You know? So at the end of the day, I feel like, and don't forget that tomorrow I will be holding a Lit Lane original show called Lit Lane Fight Night, where I put up the fight cards, show y'all the contenders, and we go round for round, pound for pound. The main event tomorrow will be King Roman News versus Lady Nyca, and they dragging up each other on today. We're going to put they drag side by side. Boom, bam, boom, boom. Round 1, round 2, round 3, and Lit Lane. And all this is subscribers, Pit Crew members, and just pass it throughs. Y'all gonna be able to vote, and we gonna award the Lit Lane Championship belt to whoever y'all deem put it down today. Okay, so make sure y'all come through, because guess what? It's gonna be y'all. If y'all remember the way I used to do it and everything, we're going to have a good time. Because when I saw that action today, I was like, God damn, I'm going to have to pull out the ring for this. I got to pull out the ring for this. I say, this some real goddamn fight here they got going on. Even the dogs got beat up. Yeah, I'm trying to save that for tomorrow. I'm going to save it. 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 I'm gonna save it. But Lady Nyca knows she was over there doing the fool. KRN had my motherfucking whole entire mouth motherfucking dropped. I wasn't home when KRN was going over. I was out in public and I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is the first round of them actually dragging each other. And they both went like, it went so fucking far on the first fucking actual round. So that leads me to believe, which both of them, KRN say he been peeping something since August. I mean, since September. Lady Nyca said she been waiting at the door since motherfucking August. And so therefore, you got people who been waiting and watching each other, watching and watching. Man, I don't have the patience for all that shit at all. And that's how you get the show that we got today. And it was the beef sector, baby. And baby, you could tell they've been waiting for each other. Do you hear me? You can tell they was waiting for each other at the motherfucking door. At one point in time, Lady Nyca started singing and shit. Lady Nyca say, she started choking, right? And when she started choking, she said, let me go get some water. Then she started singing and shit. She said, let me get some water so I can go harder. I said, what? Let me get some water so I can go harder. You know, and KRN, he said, talking about, I ain't scared. No, you ain't scared. We can tell you're not scared. We can tell you is ready. We can tell you're not backing down. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That shit was like epic. Epic, 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 epic. I loved it, and it's worthy of a fight night. As far as the moderator thing, as far as the loyalty thing, you know, it's a lot to be said about loyalty. And we talk about loyalty. People talk about loyalty a whole lot on here. But what your loyalty really shows when things get down and dirty, right? Your loyalty really shows when sometimes you have to make a choice. And that's just motherfucking reality. In this arena, where we at, this thing called the beef sector, doing what we do, when it get to a certain level, this beef between the camps of KRN and his people, which most of KRN people are sight unseen, right? And you got that whole faction warring and beefing against Lady Nyca, Brianna, and Pizarro. The level it's gotten to think that you can just, as a super subscriber, as a super moderator, to think that you can simply ride the fence through that shit. Keep thinking that. And they might keep letting you ride the fence for only so goddamn long, but eventually somebody gonna kick your ass dead up into the other person's side. Eventually somebody gonna say, look here, you riding the fence and shit, bitch, let me help you make your mind up. But that's so weird. Right, loyalty shows when you're not scared to pull a coattail and tell the truth. And loyalty shows also, that's in reference to the moderators, right? In the midst of all that type of shit, it might be better just don't show up and don't drop down and motherfucking all. What's so hard about not dropping down at all, nowhere? You want to be seen that goddamn bad? And if you just really want to participate so goddamn bad, why not give up both moderator sticks for the duration of the goddamn war, so you can have some peace and support without blue? And guess what? If everybody loyal, everybody on the up and up, everybody got all these great ass goddamn friendships, all these great ass goddamn relationships, then it shouldn't be hard to motherfucking say, hey, let me give you a real wrench until things cool down a little bit. Let me give you your wrench until things cool down. That way I can move and it's not so highlighted. See, that blue stands out. What's so about that? Or just be a ghost mod in the cloud. I got one ghost mod in the cloud. I got one. I don't know if she be up there when she up there, but I know she know that is the understood assignment, is that she never drop down. Right, when it gets that nasty as a mod, I stay in the sky. And guess what? You might say, well, why the content creator don't just say something? Why they don't just say how they feel? I think I might have said that. But I think it's because a lot of people don't want to say, well, you got to pick a side. Right? A lot of people say they don't want to, you can go where you want to go. You can do what you want to do. That's all true. But if you my homegirl, for real, and we be in each other's faces and shit like that, for real, now, bitch, you have to pick a side, because I don't understand why you can even like that bitch when I don't like her that goddamn much. And me and you sat here and talked about that motherfucker. Don't get me started. And a lot of people don't want to have people pick a side, but you know, Demetri picks sides. And I picked a side on yesterday's whole debacle. On yesterday's deal, well, I don't talk about that loyalty shit. But guess what? A lot of people talk that way. Just read my book. A lot of people talk that way. Right? They talk like that. They reference in that manner. They smoothie up to each other in that type of way. They that's why they talk like that and expect that. That's the only reason. And you know, they do that type of deal. You know, when you behind the scenes and you talking and having not secret but private conversations, at that moment in time, you trusting each other to not bring it back up here. And guess what? That means I'm gonna be loyal to your secrets. You be loyal to mine. So therefore, in those type of relationships, it does require loyalty. Yeah, loyalty to yourself. But y'all know good well it's people that literally be really with that loyalty, all that type of stuff. You know? So y'all get where I'm coming from, you know, and I feel like, hey, when you pick a side, I don't mind picking a side because I'm on my side. I'm loyal to myself, and I don't dislike. I'ma just, hey, it is what it is. Yesterday, I fully understood the concept of it was gonna be a problem. Eventually, I feel like, yes, it's the optics of things. All we got on YouTube is the optics and people perspectives. We play off of that. We make our money off of that. We that's everything in the beef sector. Period. And eventually, you got to make some choices. When other people can't make choices, you got to make it for them. So that's what happened yesterday with Lady Nyca and her taking wrenches and all that type of stuff. And she has every right to do that. She has every right to feel how she feels. Oh, I forgot and receipts. I forgot. This is where I start answering the question. Let me end with this here. What I was going to say. I really wanted to get this point out there. Oh, Lord, I forgot it again. Hold on. Oh, I feel this is what I want to say. Everything I just said, I'm thinking about in reference to Lady Nyca and her feeling like, because she's literally said and verbalized now. She's verbalized now that she felt a certain type of way, a bad way, a negative way, when she felt people that had been around her, been in her camp, been loyal to her for so long, all of a sudden they didn't cart ghosts. All of a sudden it looked like they didn't put their weight behind somebody else. I understood that. And I feel like that's reasonable. Who can't understand that? I feel like it would have came across better probably had Brianna not seemed to have to coax her along, right? It would have came across better had Lady Nyca publicly just said these things and made up her mind if it was going to happen publicly, or even at that moment, she should have just spoke up more for herself. But because Brianna, I agreed with Brianna, I understood where Brianna was coming from. But at that moment, because of Brianna's own personal dealings, own personal other beefs and kerfuffles with some of these same people, it came across more almost like it's her fight, and almost like she trying to push her thoughts on Lady Nyca. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't really the case. And you can't tell me that they haven't been talking about this shit behind the scenes for a long fucking time. Right? For a long time. You know, and Lady Nyca was just trying to hold on to the bitter end, it seemed like. But at the same time, she having all these feelings. She feeling this type of way. She counting who. She taking attendance, you know, who here, who not here. She peeping over there to see who there, who not there. When all that shit started happening, it's just like a relationship. You know, it's some people who stay in a relationship with no trust at motherfucking all. It's some people who are in a relationship and want to look at each other's phones. It's some people who are in a relationship and they go following people, or they want them to keep them at home because there's no trust, none of that shit. And there's been so many questionable things and hurtful things happen, but they just want to hold on to it. I'm not one of them people. When it get fucked up and I don't trust you and shit like that, it's time for you to go. Because I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live wondering how somebody really feel about me, if they talking about me, if they doing something to me. No. I don't know why people think people belong to them. I don't have to pick or choose or shit. But guess what? Just read my book. You also move in that manner. Right? You literally move in that manner. You fraternize and move around and socialize and participate in the beef sector exactly like that. Exactly like that. So it's no question. When you say that, it makes sense. It carries weight. But in some people, they can say that shit all day long, but they don't move like that. Like them people who ain't never had a problem with a content creator, but as soon as somebody else fall out with them, the subscribers, all of a sudden they talking shit. And yesterday they were just telling you hello. Hey, Demetri. Hey, Demetri. And because just read my book fall out with me, all of a sudden it's like, yeah, Demetri never really was shit. Demetri, well, at that moment in time, I mean, you act like you want to just read my book, motherfucking people. It's fuck me. You don't see that type of shit. So it is what it is. So that's my opinion, you guys. Y'all came and y'all listened. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chats, everybody. I hit my goal today. I hit over my goal today. I appreciate that. We've been having some good shows. I'm mainly gonna be on the weekends, y'all, and in the morning on Lit Lane for my affirmations when I do those. Other times y'all can catch me during the week, Monday through Thursday, pretty much on my second channel. Trial Watch with demetralitALLday. We're going to be covering some fantastic and huge trials, nationwide trials, right? So please check that out. You know, it's something different when you're tired of the bullshit and nothing going on. Come check out my other channel, okay? Now, tomorrow we're going to have a Lit Lane Fight Night. It's going to be featuring the main event. The top card is Lady Nyca versus KRN in that epic dragon they was doing today. We're going to put it side by side so y'all can see who got down how. And it's going to have some smaller fight cards, okay? I got some other stuff I want to display and show y'all because that's not the only thing happening in the sector. Until we meet again on tomorrow on Lit Lane, y'all be blessed. Please hit the like on the way out. Bye. Glad y'all enjoyed it.
Thanks for watching. Do not forget click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. Like, comment and share. See you next time.